here for this no-bake dessert using these Goya chocolate wafer cookies. They are so yummy. But you can use whatever chocolate wafer cookie you can get your hands on. So that's just our first layer. I wanted to start with that. And then I'm going to show you what our next layer is going to be. Right here, we have some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to use this whole thing because we want lots of delicious whipping cream for this dessert. And I'm going to use powdered sugar. Now this is really your preference. How sweet do you like your whipping cream to be? I personally, and our family doesn't like it very sweet because there's so many other sweet things going in this dessert. So we're just gonna put a couple of heaping tablespoons in there, along with a splash of vanilla. Also optional, but this is how I enjoy making my whipped cream. All right, and we're just gonna whip this up. It's only gonna take a few minutes. Okay, look at that. You know your whipped cream is done when it starts to get these little peaks in there. That looks delicious. Okay, so our next layer for our no-bake dessert here is gonna be just this, some whipping cream. So as you can see, this layer of cookies at the bottom, I overlapped because I just wanted to create a really good crust base for this dessert. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go on to our next layer. So this is a Black Forest icebox cake. You can choose whatever berry flavor you like. I was very indecisive, which is why I chose this berry medley, which has a few different berries in it. How perfect is that? I'm sure it would be really good with blackberry, cherry, raspberry, so many options, but I'm pretty happy with the fact that we're gonna get a combination of berry flavors in this Black Forest cake. Okay, so that's our next layer, and now we're just gonna continue this. I'm gonna pull these cookies back over and create another layer of cookies. This time, I'm not gonna overlap them because I'm not worried about having such a strong base at the bottom, and I don't want it to get too thick. So for this one, I'm just going to lay them flat without overlap. I'm gonna go back to our whipped cream here and add our next layer. And next, we're gonna do our next layer of berry medley deliciousness right here. All right, I'm gonna reserve just a little bit of this berry pie filling because I'm gonna create a little bit of a drizzle with it to go on the very top, and that's an optional thing too, but it's gonna look really pretty. So just make sure this is the last full layer that I'm doing, but I do want that drizzle on the top to look nice. So if you haven't had these little wafer cookies before, I would recommend them. They are a product of Spain. They are so delicious. And the ingredients are really good. And they're pretty easy to find. If you have Amazon, you can definitely find them on there. I even think that Walmart can have them. I don't know if they have them in store, but you might be able to get them delivered through Walmart. So check it out and see if you can find them. Okay, this is our top layer. Last bit of whipped cream for the top here. So that was about a couple of tablespoons worth of water that I added to this just because I wanted to make a bit of a drizzle to go on top. And I wanted it to just kind of, oh, that is a perfect consistency there. Look at that. I'm just gonna let that go on there. I thought about doing this after we refrigerated it, but I actually do want this to just kind of be refrigerated with it, congeal in there. And we can always add a little bit more at the end. There is gonna be a slightly more decoration, which is again optional, but as you know, as we all know, the prettier something looks, the more of it gets eaten, right? So we're gonna make it pretty. All right, there we go. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 2 hours so it gets nice and set, and then we'll take it from there. Look at this gorgeous icebox cake. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to release it and see how it does. Oh, look. Perfection. Oh my goodness, look at those layers. I have to spin this so you can see. Oh, it looks incredible. I am so excited. Didn't even have to turn the oven on for this cake, and it is gorgeous. All right, this is, I think it looks so pretty just the way it is, but you know what? I'm gonna add a little extra whipped cream, not the homemade kind this time, because I'm just gonna create a little decoration here for added gorgeousness all the way around. Totally optional. It looks so pretty already, but sometimes more is good. Sometimes less is more, but when it comes to whipped cream, you can never have quite enough, right?
I totally agree.
Look at it. Ah, beautiful. This could be a birthday cake. I love it. All right, time to cut into this and give it a try. All right, I'm gonna go right here. Give this a nice slice. I know I'm not fooling anyone. That base is still under there, but that's okay. I just decided to leave it. Okay, nice crunch in there from those wafer cookies. And I'm gonna pull this piece out in one fell swoop. That is my hope. Come on now. There we go. I did it. Look at that. All right. I'm not a professional server, as you can see, but it still looks incredible. All right, I'm gonna give this a go and let you know how it is. Nice, generous size bite for myself. Oh, it's so good. You want some honey? I know you do.